Let's go out and take a look at the garden. Better run, squirrelies. Okay. I think right here I'm going to put my 2 yellow 3-tier green stalks. I'm not really sure. I want to get 2 4x2 beds to put right here, aluminum ones. I planted corn in here the other day, watering it. So I have self-heal, some celosia, some lime balm, chamomile. I think I have some cosmos in there, an Italian parsley, a little cherry tomato bush, my echinacea. This is my Job's Tears right here. I'm hoping that they'll do okay. And here, some bunny tails. And then here I've got I dug this out of my yard in the back garden and repotted it. My potatoes are doing great. They're going to get filled and the pots unrolled this weekend. My husband has to fix our hose bib and he has to do it from inside the house, so that means opening up the floor inside to be able to reach it. This is what the hose does when we turn it on. Yay, super awesome. This here I'm just experimenting. These are dandelions, haven't done much. Self-heal, doesn't look very happy. I think this is another dandelion. My fennel. This is a bunch of lettuce in here, I believe. Don't look at my plants I killed. I'm sorry, plants. And then this is all radishes in here. Some lettuce that looks amazing. So I think I'm going to plant all my lettuce in here next time because it just gets the perfect amount of sun and the perfect amount of shade. These are lupins, I believe. I don't think they're doing very well. They don't like their roots to be messed with, and I potted them and then repotted them outside. I don't know what this is. No, I don't remember. This is a perennial. It comes back every year. And I want to say, I think I have the same thing over in the end of the far bed over there. I have all this stuff written down inside. I have no idea what any of this is. This is a bee balm, I believe. I've got some porcupine calendula back there. And this, not sure. I got a moonflower. Doesn't look like he's doing very well. Oh, he's got new growth. I see him right there. These are beets. All in here. I don't know. I'm a little sad about my garden this year. I feel like when you start from seed, you do so much work, and then I just feel like it's just kind of a mess all over. Straw that I put down, it's just self-seeding everywhere and having to battle that, to the hose bib needing to be fixed. My plants got super big inside, so like my dahlia fell over. Look, it's pretty sad. This dahlia is very sad. It looks like it's doing better today. This over here did fine. And then this one right here is doing fine. My peas look good. All this is straw seed. It's everywhere. I'm right here. That's what it looks like. Very, very frustrated. I tried weeding and mulching over the top, hoping. I just don't think I put a thick enough layer down. These are some radishes in here. Another little cherry tomato. I've got some other things in here planted. Some calendula, and I don't know, I think this might be an Arnica montana. I'm not positive. I'm really horrible at like putting everything in and like, oh, I'll make labels later, and then I don't, and it's like a surprise. This stuff here's coming up. This I think is a self-seeded borage, and I think this one actually might be as well. I used to have borage in this bed a couple summers ago. And then I want to say, I'm pretty sure this is dill in here, and there's a little in here. So stuff's happening. These are my huckleberries. They're a huckleberry bush. They're not native, the ones that we have that grow wild here. But these are supposed to be a 70-day fruiting, and they are full of blossoms. They feel like they're doing better. everything was a little sad. It's where I live, we go from like, it's like winter, getting into spring, getting into spring, getting into spring, and then, oh, it's summer. There is no like transition. So this is a couple borage plants. I had a blue and white, but I think the white one didn't make it. This was my little, I'm pretty sure that's a hibiscus that looks like it's bouncing back. Another thing that I wasn't really great about this season was hardening off. I did bring them out a couple of days, but I have a feeling that that's kind of what's going on. That that's partly why some things are struggling, I think. Oh, and then all this, I don't know what this is, but it grows everywhere. And it's got like these really long roots. Drives me nuts. I have a feeling that probably here soon we're going to just have to redo our garden. Like our beds are just hammered. Like this one is only stuck on because of the line, both ends. I mean, we've had these garden beds for, yeah, we bought our house in 2006. So yeah, we put them in maybe a year or two after we bought the place. So they've been here a long time. So I've got some tomatoes, I've got some alyssum, I've got more tomatoes and stuff to put out. This will probably be coming out soon. This is all my snap peas here, and I have, these are vining shelling peas. We've got some nigella that is blooming. Nigella is beautiful. It's one of my favorites. I have a couple different varieties. And then these are the sugar snap peas that we love. Listen, get on there, little guy. There, and then tomatoes. I'll probably, when they come out, cucumbers will probably go in here. You need to go up, miss. Get around there. There you go. I have all of this rosemary was from an organic batch I got from the store, and I just clipped the fresh, like the really young ones, and took some leaves off and put them in water, and they sprouted. This will probably be coming out soon. These are little like cabbage things, and then Napa cabbage, red Napa cabbage. I think these are supposed to be Napa cabbages. I don't know why I plant stuff that I don't eat all the time. I do this every year. You can see that I have had some pest damage, and I have been seeing some, like this one here. Yeah, so I have been seeing some cabbage moths fly around. I just haven't put any cover on. These are going to be probably out soon. I think all this is supposed to be a sprouting broccoli. This is kale in here. This, I have no idea what this is. I want to say this might be a weed. So I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to pull it out. But I'm gonna, because yeah, I don't remember. Oh, it might, you know what? This might have been like a arugula or something. And then over here, this bed's not doing great. We need to put irrigation in, and run one from the second side over to here and like down in here so that the berries and water my lettuce. And then I put a bunch of, these are flowers that look like they're starting to sprout. And then some celosia, some Italian parsley. I think those are cosmos. They look pretty sad right now. But you can see inside my horribly messy back room, I have multiple things of plants that I still need to get out. I'm off tomorrow. I have a 3-day weekend. I took tomorrow off because I'm exhausted and I need to get all this stuff done. So this is the thing. Yeah. So I have this. Yeah, I don't know. And then I have my poppies are growing. This is a lime balm. My chives are flowering. This was I don't know if it'll come back, but hibiscus, I believe. And then we've got more drumflower, more poppies. I'm really sad about my poppies because we had to do so much weeding. I think a lot of the poppies got weeded out and they didn't, or got buried because they need to have their surface sown. So, because I had poppies in this bed and along here, and I think I had some down along there. And I think when I had to weed all the straw seed out, see, this is all straw seed, all these that look like grass. Yep. So when I had to weed all that out, I think I probably buried the poppies, and so I'm not going to get a whole lot, which makes me sad because they are my favorite flower. Hence, my dog's name is Poppy, and this whole irrigation thing needs to just be totally revamped. When you just do it, you don't really know what you're doing. You do things and then sometimes you go back and you go, oh, okay, well, this is what it's looking like so far. I'm going to do fall gardening this season, so I'll do all my beets and carrots and more radishes and broccolis and stuff like that too at that time. So if I don't get any from these guys, I will. I mean, it's going to be 80 next week, so it's probably going to be too hot. I'm hoping that I get peas and stuff, but and then I have a bunch of like beans I need to get out and sunflowers and melons and squashes. So I have some Roman chamomile. I dug out my thyme bush and separated it, and I think it's dying. I don't think it's doing very well. And this is German chamomile. My yarrow, which looks like it's bouncing back. This is red yarrow, so it's this beautiful like red shades. And then these are both goldenrod. It's really good for allergies. That's a poppy. That's a popper dog. Popper dog, what are you doing? All right, I gotta go get ready for work. Oh, and I did take both of my 3-tier grain stalks to work yesterday and filled them with compost. I work at a landscaping company. They're in the back of my car. Probably will leave them there until tomorrow, to be honest, or I might take them out tonight and get them planted with some of the stuff that I have in the back room. We'll see. Oh, and then over here, I'm trying to remember to water these. We do need to get like a line over here too. Of course, it looks like there's been animals out here. But in here, I put a bunch of wildflower seed all over. Oh, some of it's starting to germinate. You can see some right here. Yeah, so I come over here and I water in the morning and at night normally. And then our lilac bush, she's doing so much better now that we moved her here where she gets direct sun. Another couple years, she'll be great. As soon as those flowers bloom, I'm going to clip them. Once the flowers bloom, you want to clip them so that they'll produce more next season. So, yeah. So now that I've been gardening for a little while, I've been trying to get better about like pruning and things like that. And I think next season I want to get some like more perennial plants, and I'd like to get put hostas in here along this right here because it gets a little bit of sun, but it's mostly shady, and I think that they would do really well. And some other shady plants. We used to have our granddaughter's big playset right here, and they came and got it a couple weeks ago. Our yard looks really bare. I don't know. My husband might put some grass seed down over there and try and get some grass to grow. So I don't know. We're not too worried about having a landscaped lawn. It's funny because I work at a landscape, and I was telling my boss like, we do everything natural. We don't spray. We don't do anything. She goes, well, isn't that what they say? Like you should work at a place where you don't use the products. So they're really cool. They understand. Then I went and harvested some lilacs a couple weeks ago. Got quite the bundle. I found a nice safe place to clip them from that wasn't on private property or by the road. And then my little penny girl came over and helped G-Jaw pick petals. And then we also picked dandelions a couple weeks ago in the yard, in our garden, and she helped pick petals off of those as well. And we had just a really great time. Little dandelion heart there. And then this was our bounty, a jar full of dandelion petals that I dehydrated in my dehydrator. They kind of puff up. They remind me of the petals that get blown off. So these are the lilacs that I got off the vine and everything. And I froze them. I'm going to make some simple syrup with them. And that these are all ones that I froze that I need to get off this. I kind of feel like they're a little bit like elder. If you get elder and then you clip them and freeze them, they're really easy to get off the vine, the branches and stuff. So I still have some. These I'm going to use in the middle of winter and make something delicious and springy. So I got that from when I harvested lilacs the other day. And then this is from when my granddaughter Penelope and I harvested a bunch of dandelions in our yard. And I have them steeping. I do need to strain this oil, so organic extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to make some yummy dandelion salve for my hands and my feet for after I'm out in the garden. They get really, really dry and kind of hurt. So I don't wear gloves a lot because I feel like getting in the soil is medicine. So I like to be in contact with the earth and all of the bugs and the dirt and the soil and compost and all of it. Then the other really fun thing that we're doing is I got for my granddaughter's birthday, I got this kit. It has 2 separate containers with 5 caterpillars. These are painted lady butterflies. Scientific name is Vanessa cardui. That's cool. I like the Latin names or the scientific names. So this is probably, we're on today's 5 days. So I got them last Wednesday, and it looks a little freaky, but all the webbing and stuff in there is supposed to be there. Oh, look, he's moving. This is all their food down here. You can see they've kind of gone to town on it. When I got these, they were super, super tiny, like the size of your pinky nail. So there's one. And then this is the other. And it was funny, when I got these, I thought one of them only had 4 caterpillars in it, but he must have been tiny because there's actually 5 in each one. And then all the webbing means that they're really happy. And so what they're going to do is they'll crawl up to the top of the lid and hang in a J shape when they're ready to form their chrysalis. And then they'll do that. And then after they form the chrysalis, then you're going to move them, take the lid off, and it has these fun little, where did I put mine? Fun little thing. And then you put the lid in there, and that's what they grow on the chrysalis. And then as they start to hatch, you put them in the container so that they can turn into the butterflies, and then you let them sit in there for 3 or 4 days after they've hatched to get their wings hardened, and then you can let them go in a park, in a garden, in your yard, whatever. So we're going to let them go out in the garden probably here, and then maybe I'll have Penelope take her 5 over to her house so that they can. I think my daughter's going to get a couple garden beds over there. So I just thought that was really fun. These have been super cool to watch. I just kind of set them and forget them, and then I come in and check on them every day, and I'm like, they've grown huge. And so they have it said that they're going to grow and shed their skins for about 7 to 10 days. So we're on day 5 that I've gotten them, that I've had them. So another few days before they're going to go and want to attach up to the top and make chrysalis. But I have a feeling that I'm going to do this quite often going forward. I would love to find some local monarch ones that I could get and find those pillars so that I could try to get some monarchs. But I wonder if I could probably find monarch caterpillars somewhere. I just got this kit off Amazon. He's working really hard in there, isn't he? So that's a couple things that have been going on here at Potter Palace in the last week or two. Yeah, hope you have a great day.